Yes, I got a wire harness for my aftermarket radio so I could be able to connect it to an amplifier. I have everything plugged in that from the wire harness I bought online that accessory required that when I tried to, turn my radio on, the screen would not cut on. And there are two additional wires that plug directly into the radio that I that the wire harness does not connect to, and one of them is a blue cord that's a micro USB, and I literally cannot find nothing online that will connect to that.
Okay. So what's your question to me? How exactly can I help?
Yeah, my question is, do you are you aware of any type of wire harness that might be able to connect to that, and why does my screen I've seen online and multiple wire harness saying that's all that is needed, and so I just want to know what do you know specifically what the cords are meant for?
Well, we can certainly take a look at the factory wiring going to the radio. That might answer some questions. We could certainly do that. I'm happy to do that for you. Where did you get the radio from?
The aftermarket radio I got from Crutchfield.
Do they have instructions, or did it come with any wiring diagrams or anything like that?
It came with instructions, and I did the instructions. Just that when it comes to them specific cords that plug directly into the radio, it does not have them. It has wires that connect to a system, but the cords that will power, I'm assuming power the screen, does not have them.
Okay. So is this a bass sound system rather than up level or mid level? Is this a bass stereo system?
Are you talking about base stereo system? Yes.
So it's like basic level, is that correct?
Right.
So you installed a new radio, and I apologize, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You installed a new radio, but it's not powering up.
Correct.
So let's just start with the power supply. All right, so according to my diagram, the power supply that goes to the radio is a...
Red wire with a violet stripe.
Yes, sir. Now, I can't see any aftermarket wires that you installed or any aftermarket harnesses that you installed, but what you could do is you could look for the harness that comes from the vehicle up to the radio. You could look to make sure that there's a red wire with a violet stripe, and you could check to make sure that it's got power on it.
That's something I'm about to go into my car and do right now.
That would be a good place to start. Now, the wires, well, let's take a look here. How many connectors did you say you have?
Talking about the connection, there's two cords that connect directly to the screen.
Plugs, right?
Two plugs that connect directly to the radio. One is a blue micro USB cord, and the other one is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10-pin cord.
I'm showing the diagram I show here. You have one connector that's got 20 pins, but it's only got about 3 wires in it. Does that sound right? And then there's another connector that's got about 16 pins that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wires going to it. Does that sound right?
The one with 3 pins, I do not see that, because when the one with 10 pins with the 10 wires, yes, I do see that one.
You have 2 big plugs that plug into the back of the radio, correct?
In the back of the system, not the actual specific radio itself.
So the other big connector, how many wires are in the other big connector?
Big connector, that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Does this thing have active, or with active noise?
No active noise. It's just no power being generated to the aftermarket radio.
So from the factory, was there an amplifier that was installed? All right, I gotcha. I think that's the right one there. Keep looking here. Without amplifier, with active noise, space sound system. Well, do you have a red wire with a violet stripe that's going to one of the plugs?
Red wire with a violet stripe going to... And yes, red wire with a violet stripe that goes directly into the screen, into the radio itself. Just that when it comes to the wire harness, there's no adapter that connects to it.
So that's the power wire. That's where the radio should get power from. So I don't really install a lot of aftermarket radios, so I don't know what to tell you there, but you would think if you would have purchased, wherever you purchase this from, it needs to come with instructions, and it should come with the right adapters that you can plug into the factory harness that'll just plug into the back of the aftermarket radio.
Right.
So
And
either you're missing that plug or something's going on. They wanted you to install another power source from somewhere. I don't know. But
yeah,
that wire needs to be hooked up to the radio for it to power up.
and it's that harness with the two for. It has 5 wires in there, but it's a 10-pin adapter, and it has 5 wires in there. And then the other one is a blue micro USB cord. Those are the 2 cords that connects directly into the radio itself, and the rest of it is just the system features that plugs in behind the radio itself. It's not
Yeah.
connect directly.
It should, well, according to the factory diagram, it plugs into the back of the factory radio, but you don't have a factory radio. You probably have the sub harness that it connects into, and then it goes into the radio. It should eventually connect to the radio.
Well, because I guess it connects to the system itself, but audio system, but it's only 2 cords that connects into the radio itself, and the rest of the cords, like the brown and the black one, it's like a harness that's behind the radio, but it does not connect directly to it.
Okay. Well, either which way, that wire needs to be somehow or another. It needs to be connected, or eventually it needs to get over to the radio to power up, because that looks like the only power supply that I see.
So it's kind of weird. And when I searched online for it, primarily because I'm like, this is kind of weird. None of the wire harness show anything about micro USB. Like that doesn't show up. And then when it comes to this adapter right here for the power harness that connects to the monitor, it does not. Nothing shows up either.
Right.
All right. So thank you for letting me know what's the form of power that supposed to start everything. Just that I have not found anything that will connect to the actual radio itself, and that's the major issue. I cannot find the correct harness that will connect directly into the radio for the adapters that connect directly into the radio. I keep on finding adapters that connects behind the radio.
That's a good question. That I don't know. I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't install a whole lot of aftermarket radios. I would give the company a call that you purchased this radio from and ask them, where do you get this harness? Where do you get this adapter? But at least you know that that's what's needed in order to power up the radio. So you could tell the guys when you call them, say, hey, the power wire, there's no adapter that I have here that can connect to the radio. So how is this thing supposed to turn on?
All right. And definitely about to call and ask them that information as well. So thank you for letting me know.
But I think that's probably as far as I can get you, my friend. Any other questions while we're on the phone?
Not at the moment right now.
Well, if you think of something, if anything comes up, just reply back online. I'll be happy to help.
All right, so thank you very much.
All right, you bet. You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.